Hey, good evening, everyone. Before I begin, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am under the weather. Everybody in our house has the flu. My son brought it home. Now all of us is sick. But I did get this package in today. I just want to do a quick review, and then I'm about to go hit the hay. So this particular shoe, I had no idea if it was going to sell out or not sell out. I was like, if I don't buy it, it's gonna sell out. If I buy it, it's gonna sit. I didn't know what to do given the Gammas and the Black Cat Forwards, but these kind of had a bit of a mixed reaction. They sold out some places, or sitting some places, so you can find them on Finish Line, but you can't find them on Foot Locker. You can find them on Finish Line, but you can't find them on Hibbett. You can find them at some boutiques, but you don't find them on the sneakers app. They're all sold out there. So a little bit of a mixed reaction from the masses. But this particular shoe, I had a $20 status reward points, and I mean $20 status coupon with JD Sports. Plus, it was 0 points to redeem exclusive access for this shoe, and I had a $20 PayPal credit from a slip up that they did where they owed me $20 in reward points from a purchase, so they gave me a $20 credit. So I was able to get these with tax, after tax and free shipping, and $40 off the retail price. So I couldn't beat it. So went ahead and snagged them up. But if these go anywhere below 20% with free shipping, I'll have to return this pair and buy them from that place, and then get my money back from this. But I think at the moment, that's the best deal you're gonna find, getting these $40 below retail. So that's what we got here. So anyway, go ahead and open these up, show you guys what we got. Sorry, like I said, I'm really stuffy, I'm really congested. I got the flu right now, but I'm going ahead and do this review very, very quickly. All right, so comes in a standard box that these normally come in. Like I said, excuse me for having the sniffles and sounding congested or whatever. As you guys can see, it's coming in a standard Jordan 80 box. And we see what the shoe reads here. It says Air Jordan 8 Retro, white, black, true red, or as other people would call these are the Bugs Bunny 8s. This shoe was based on a Nike commercial that Jordan did where I think the Jordan 7s had recently came out, and Bugs Bunny was wearing like a version of the Jordan 7s in the white, red, and gray colorway on his Bugs Bunny feet. They were like big at the front or whatever. Then when they came out with the Jordan 8 in the regular Chicago colorway, they dubbed them the Bugs Bunny because they had the same colors as the Jordan 7 that Bugs Bunny had on in the video. And then that was born with Bugs Bunny 8. Now, some people might know more history than me and argue with me about that or whatever. As of right now, for my research, that's what I know. But anyway, I remember when these came out, I was in either the third or fourth grade, and my mother could not afford any kind of Jordan. She got me a pair of XJ900s. They were from Payless, and they were looked like the Bugs Bunny 8s. Got to school, the kids clowned the crap out of me for wearing those shoes, but it was the best my mother could do, so I was never mad at her about it. I was just happy that I had shoes on my feet. She did the best she could. Never got mad at her about getting teased. It just was what it was. But those kids clown me. Kids are cruel. They just went off on me. But it was what it was. But now that I'm grown, I got the money, and so I can buy shoes, not whenever I want, but I can buy shoes without, going poor and not being able to pay lights or gas or something like that. Not that I'm buying shoes all the time. 2026, I'm going to change a bit of the channel and maybe go more like a podcast about various topics, but we'll be buying less sneakers, but doing more type reviews on, just different things dealing with sneakers. But like I said, it's better places to put your money than sneakers, of course. I'm not arguing that. You got a 401k, you got an IRA, max it out. I've already maxed out my retirement accounts for the year, so I'm not being irresponsible. Like I said, there's no lights getting cut off because I bought this shoe. This was with some leisure money that I had left, so it's not a problem. But like I said, in 26, I will be spending less on shoes, do more investing and other things with the money, and just getting on a tighter budget for the whole household in general. But anyway, without further ado, enough of my rant. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and crack these open, take a look at these shoes. Let's see what we got here. My nose might be stuffy, but I can smell this shoe before it got out the box. Wear Tester smells all of his shoes. I'm not into smelling shoes, but for some odd reason, when I pulled this shoe out the box, before it even got to in my hands, I could smell that leather. That's crazy. I might be snuffy, but I can smell that. That's nuts. But anyway, if you guys ever seen an 8, this is no surprise with how an 8 looks. But with the 8s, they have the X across the front. There were several different shoes during this time in the 1990s when the shoe came out that were trying to do the X's, but Jordans were the ones that made them more infamous, or more famous, if you will. It has a 23 on the front there. This part is leather, has a leather upper. The heel tab has like a short suede on it, light gray suede. The straps have a nubuck on it as well. They say Air Jordan. The buckles on the straps are red. Coming down to the outsole is white, gray, true red. The bottom has a Jumpman on the front of the foot with this little 90s graphic. Looks like cross colors, 90s kind of graphic there. Those are the kind of colors that people were rocking, used, damaged. I don't know if y'all remember that, but you gotta be in your 40s if you remember used and damaged clothing. That's what it used to look like in cross colors. That's how it was in the 90s. It was wearing used, damaged cross colors. That's just what it was back then. Clothes are super baggy, hanging all off. If you wore a medium, you was wearing an XL. It didn't matter. Just how it was back then. The tongue is black with the Jumpman in blue with red, gray, and a light gray around the Jumpman there. Like I said, excuse the cold, y'all. I'm sorry. The insole is like a colorful graphic. Not sure the lighting is going to be able to pick that up. But all Jordan 8s, and if you guys notice, I got on the playoff 8s right now. Wore these, take the kids to the doctors. But all Jordan 8s have this little booty at the back, like kind of like a boot. The thing, though, about this is that with these having the booties, they're not like the Jordan 9s, where with the Jordan 9s, this booty pushes your foot all the way up to the toe. Your toes get cramped. It actually is still quite comfy, and you can still go to true to size with these. I normally go true to size in mine. And like I said, the upper is white, gray, red. It's pretty much everything with this particular shoe. These are pretty clean. The thing that's crazy is that back in 2023, when the Jordan 8 playoffs dropped, they flew. They sold out. People were like, no, they said. No, they did not sit. I got a pair from the shop drop on Nike. When the day of the release came, I was trying to get a second pair off JD Sports and use some status cash. They sold out on JD Sports, sold out on Finish Line, sold out on Foot Locker, sold out on Hibbett, sold out on Nike, sold out everywhere. And I was just like, man, glad I already got my pair. My cousin had to go to Flight Club to get his pair because he could not get one. They were sold out everywhere. The Jordan 8s playoffs were like the sleeper shoe of 2023. They were like the Jordan 5 Metallics of 2023. No one saw that sellout coming. No one saw that shoe flying the way it did. Now, fast forward, we've got the Jordan 8 Aquas this year. They did sit, and now we got the Bugs Bunny. And these kind of halfway set where they are, like I said, sold out some places, sitting in other places. But, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. This cold is getting to me a bit. But anyway, this is a clean colorway to me. I don't see how these were able to sit when this is a really nice shoe. But like I said, for some odd reason, it sat. Sorry, guys. My nose is getting the better of me. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm about to end this video. I'm tired. Gotta get into bed. Had a long day. Been at the children's urgent care. Was in the waiting room at that urgent care salon. We watched the whole movie Rio before they called them kids back. I am tired. Anyway, like I said, this shoe is a shoe that for me, I'm probably going to, over the next couple of weeks, put into my rotation the Jordan 1 Unions, the Alma Manier 4s that came out last year and these. I'm going to definitely try to get some wear out of the 3 of these. The Alma Manier 6s that dropped and the 4s that are going to drop tomorrow on the sneakers app. I am passing on both because when I did get the 3s and the 4s last year, they ended up later on both popping up on sneakers on clearance. Well, no, they popped up at the outlets on clearance. The black pair didn't come back on the sneakers app, I don't think, on sale, but the light pair, the Jordan 4 did. The Jordan 3 popped up on a bunch of boutique sites on sale, but the Jordan 4 popped up on Nike app 20% off. And yes, I was highly heated because I paid almost $300 for that shoe off of Alma Manier after taxes and shipping costs. And I could have waited and got them on sneakers for like $160. So yes, I was very mad about that. So I won't be buying any more Alma Manier releases anytime soon unless they're on the clearance rack. Just sorry to say. Now this particular shoe, because I mentioned that I did get $40 off, this shoe would have to go beyond 20% to make me feel like I missed out. Because if I find them on a boutique and they're 10% off, by the time you add the shipping, they're the same price as retail. These, I got free shipping and $40 off. When I can beat that deal and get them for like less than $185, then I will say, oh, that's a good deal. And I'm talking about $185 with tax. But other than that, guys, I'm going to try to do an on-feet review of this sometime soon. Got a lot going on. I'm probably just going to try to get some rest before company comes for the holidays, and we got a lot going on. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. If I don't make another video before Christmas, you guys be blessed. Merry Christmas. Be safe. Happy holidays. Appreciate you guys tuning in as usual. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. If you subscribe before Christmas, that will be an awesome Christmas gift. Really appreciate you guys. Remember, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers because I need to get to that landmark. Once I get to 1,000, to 10,000, to 100,000, every step of the way, I will do a giveaway. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away some type of dope shoe. Might be a Travis Scott, might be a Brick by Brick. Just let me get there, and I'm going to do a raffle and give you guys any shoe of your picking. Thank you for tuning in, and be blessed. Bye-bye.